What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today I want to talk about the marches that I will be running in SOS2. Winter is upon us, guys. Winter is coming. And yes, you guys know I'm a Mage main gang, you know what I'm saying? I have talked about it a little bit in some other videos, right? But this one's specific for my plans of what I'm gonna do for winter is upon us. A lot of the builds have been pretty similar. The biggest change recently, I would say, has been Tara. Okay, guys. So right now, this is the lineup that we're looking at. This is what the lineup is looking at. So it'll be Lilia Thea, right? It'll be Lilia Thea. With Max Inferno Flame. As you can see here, we recently upgraded the follow-up to 3-star. We got rid of Intense Pain Bloom, I think it's called, and did follow-up. We did a little bit of testing and saw that it was actually doing better with follow-up because of that additional damage that it was doing, and that was only a 2-star, so it was that good. So then I upgraded it to a 3-star. You know, we still got to put a Split Pain Bloom here, right? And then that advanced follow-up here. So I mean, there's a few things that we still have to do, right? And then Mag A, and we would probably put Tier of Arbon here, right? We'll probably put Tier of Arbon here. Bam. With Celestials, of course, right? With Celestials. Bam. Bert Tohar. That's a they're pretty established there. So then you wonder, like, what would I put here? Then we go Phoenix Eye. Bam. And then our support march, and this is going to be Vestals. And then our support march 250, our support march is going to be with Vestals also. With a nice little a breath of Yargentes in there. Do I have any? I think I might need more pets, guys. Actually. Oof, that's rough. Yeah, that's a little rough. So we're gonna have to actually, no, right here. Oof, yeah, not good. I'm thinking about getting like a sand lizard, guys, but just making it specializing in healing. So like a support pet, right? So that way the whole entire kit is based on support. I'll probably working on that the next few days to try to get that. So ultimately, right, you got Lilia Thea, they're doing DPS. Magze, DPS. Bertohar, DPS. Waldir Valen, DPS / support, because they do quite a bit of debuffs, right? And then you also have the full support march that I'm going to be running my T4s with, which you guys saw. I'll link the video. Kind of going more into why I trained 460k T4 Vestals, right? We are preparing for those super long wars, guys, for those wars that are just lasting for absolutely ever. That's kind of what we're gearing for. Obviously I got 1.6 million wounded still, right? So that's essentially what I'm gonna be running. There's a few things that we can do, right? You guys might be asking, Guns, if I only have 3 marches, who would I run? I would run Lilia Valen, Magze, Bert Tohar. All right, cool. You don't have let's just say you don't have Magze in a good spot, right? A lot of mage mains don't. Okay, cool. So Lilia Thea, Waldir Valen, Bert Tohar. Easy, right? Or even Valen in this is a good alternative also. It also does really well. Okay, you only have 2, then I would go Lilia Valen, Bert Tohar, right? And if you don't have that, you know, even Lilia Thea, Waldir Valen is good. Essentially a combination of one of these. Oh, I only have one March Guns? All right, cool. Just run that Lilia Thea or Lilia Valen, right? Depending on what you have. Now, if you don't have Thea or Valen in a good spot, Lilia Waldir still do amazing. Lilia Atheists are still doing amazing, believe it or not. I think it could potentially be a method that can help some people out. Just have like a little bit more variety. You could even go with like a Lilia. You can go with like a Lilia Atheist, right? And then go in on Bert Tohar. And I mean, Bert Tohar has been doing pretty good. It did really well for me last season. I ultimately ended up running Tohar primary. I'll show you guys real quick. I'll go super quick. Okay, so be ready for your screenshots. So this is the talent tree that I'm running on Thea. Which one is this? Oh, this is the tips touching. So I have two different builds. This is my build for when the flags are touching, right? And then this build here is when it's like a big open field for me, right? Obviously, if I was running Thea, I would switch this to Spirit of Rage, right? But when it's like big open field, okay, cool. Now we care about speed, right? Boom. So I have two different ones there. And then for Mag, I think she has, which one is this? Oh, okay, this is the, yeah, I mean this one works for mages too. What other presets do I have? Oh yeah, this is my archer build and this is my mage build. Right? There's other ways of doing this too, guys. But essentially that's what I was running. And then going into Bert, that's what I have on Bert right here, guys. Full magic and PvP. It's going to be interesting to see, too, what they bring over with the season talents. That's definitely going to be potentially changing what our builds are, how we do it, right? But I'm just letting you guys know what I'm going in with right away. On the Waldir primary, right? On the Waldir primary, we're running that full magic. Running full magic. Magic and then full skills tree. So we have there. Let's just say you're going with the Valen in this, right? Boom. Valen in this. Bam. Right? I go with the full PvP. So this build is fully focused on speed, rage, and damage. Like this thing, I love this build. This build's good. And then you can have Indus in the secondary. And then for Indus, I know a few people have been PMing me for which one it should be. So this is my PvP build right here. And essentially this build here, guys, is on like sustainability and rage accumulation, right? If you look at this build here, it's a lot of there's a decent amount of speed, right? It's not going to be the fastest march in the field for sure. But we're going to give it as much speed as we possibly can, right? So make it work the best possible. But that's the build there for my Indus, guys. And yes, there's other things that you can do too, guys. You can do all win. You can do all win Tara. You can do Waldir Tara, right? There's different ways that you can do it. This season, you guys are gonna see me try a bunch of different things. You guys know how I do it, man. I don't care if we're in the heat of war. I'm still testing things out for you guys and seeing better ways to do it there. But yeah, so I'm excited for winter is upon us. You guys heard me mention it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Noir is gonna go in and get a free win with how everything is set up." Yeah, it kind of seems that way with the way the teams are kind of set right now. But KVKs are crazy, man. You just never know what's gonna go down. And also stay tuned, guys. We will be building the new infantry. As soon as they come out, we're gonna get them to like at the low investment level, because usually for pairings that are gonna be OP, you can just tell from the get-go, right? Like for example, Magzay, prime example, from the get-go, you can tell they're gonna be crazy. Gore Skogul, same thing. You can just tell they're gonna do good. So it'd be interesting to see if Danfel and Magro, and I think it's Magro, have that type of potential, right? Which is huge, especially for a lot of us trying to min max, right? For a lot of us, yeah, Magro, trying to min max our heroes and just trying to do better. Actually, this one's kind of cool. I never even noticed that Naren one. So we're definitely going to be doing that. Obviously, it's the season of the infantry, right? But if they introduce long range warfare, here is what we're going to be running, right? Here's what we're going to be running right here. I would switch this to Valen.
A prudent
I will switch this to Valen, potentially Thea, depending on which one's doing better, right? Every season that kind of alters. It's kind of weird how it works, right? Some people have asked me, Guns, why don't you do Nico Kanara? Guys, my Nico is absolutely dog water. So he's literally like, if I were to fix him, he'd be like 5-3-4-3 or something like that. So my Hoss Kanara definitely does the better job. And obviously Magze will be with Archer. So really the main thing that changed was that Waldir Valen combination that changed there. Everything else kind of still remains the same. However, with this setup, I'll have even more sustainability, right? Because I don't have as many mages out there, right? 2 Archer, 2 Archer, 3 Mage setup for my 5 bomb. One is focused on being a support march. My Syndreon and Freygar are kind of me, right? So that's why I'm not putting Syndreon Freygar, even though they'll get there. They'll get there eventually, right, guys? Since I'm mainly focusing more on mages and archers, I kind of, you guys know that I kind of go back and forth. I always have these little dilemmas, right? Some days I'm like, all right, I'm for sure main mage, for sure, right? But I can do archers also, and then so I say majoring in mages and archers, and then have a minor in like tanks, right? And then my calves are like whatever, right? I wish I had some good calves. It looks a lot of fun. Shout out to our guy Fluffy Waffles and a few of the players from BXS. Big Cav players there, and you can tell they had a bunch of fun, bro. Especially when you're marching across from Narnia, that definitely comes into play there. But one of the other things that you guys can take from this video, guys, especially those of you guys just starting the game off, or you're in the younger kingdoms, maybe season 2, maybe pre-strife, right? Maybe you just entered that. It's interesting to see, like, okay, what are the heroes that their investment is still really good, right? From season 1. If we look at the mage focus one, right? Look at that Waldir, still out there. Valen, still out there. Lilia, still out there. Thea, still out there. You know what I mean? Bertohar's hit or miss depending on the seasons. I do tell people though, I know I'm kind of starting to turn into like an investment video, but just for give you guys a little extra. I think right now the best way to do it is like a Lilia, Valen, Bert, Thea. I think it's safe to skip out on Tohar right now. I mean, they did good last season, right? But when you're talking about bang for your buck, right? Just Tohar has to be awakened, dude. If he's not awakened, he's like definitely suboptimal, dude. Which sucks, right? You want heroes that are giving you bang for your buck, even at a 555 or even a 5.5. You're already starting to see great potential in the hero. So, also, you guys heard Flint's coming, right? The new hero, Flint's coming. Someone said it was going to be an epic hero. So make sure you guys check that out on the Call of Dragons Facebook page and vote on the design that you guys like, right? So it's pretty cool. They're giving us 5 designs and they're letting us vote to see how we want the new hero to look. So that's really exciting stuff. You guys heard me on the Guns Rant video talking about how they need to do a better job with promotional stuff, like keeping the players hype. And that is exactly how you do it, guys. That is exactly how you do it. You do little... right, that's making the community feel more involved in the decision making that comes behind the game, and that's huge, right? Because it shows that the developers care about what we think, and the more that happens, the more the community is going to be happy, and the more that people stick around. So I'm very happy to see that. Hopefully they continue all the promotional stuff, even if it's a 20-second video of what's to come, right? Or like week 1 they release the rage skill or one of the passives, right? And then they release the awaken skill, like just little by little by little, even little breadcrumbs, right? All of that stuff can go a long way. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the marches that I'm running. I hope that it helped a lot of you guys kind of solve some of your dilemmas and what to invest in and what not to invest in. Because if you look at my heroes, right, there's some of them that I'm really not using that I did end up kind of going in on. Like my Theodore Bakshi, they had their times in Roots of War where I was, doing a garrison captain stuff. But ultimately, when you're in a top tier alliance, having 4-star heroes, you just end up just not really using them, right? I usually use them in like cities and stuff like that. So you can kind of just glance, see what we have going on. But that was for my 5-bomb, guys. If I end up not doing a 5-bomb, I'm 100% going to be adding that Gorish Skogul, man. Gorish Skogul, I think, is still going to be the king. So I would essentially get rid of this march right here. Waldir Valen usually comes like a lot shorter in merits compared to the rest of the marches. So if I were to bring in my Gorish Skogul in there, which more than likely I will, depending on the situation, then I would replace that Waldir Valen and then do like Lilia Valen, or even keep Lilia Thea, and then that Gorish Skogul would chill right there. Yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video, guys. Drop a like on the video. Helps us out a ton. Helps us out a ton. Trust me. I know that sometimes people can forget. But keep your boy Guns in mind, right? Help out the channel. Definitely takes us a long way. And if you're enjoying the content, right? If you're enjoying the content, make sure you sub to the channel, guys. I can't even explain how many times I get messages like, "Oh, bro, my bad. I've been watching for months and I haven't subbed." I'm like, bruh. Right? So yeah, make sure you hit that sub button, turn on that bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. It's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace.